What's happening, YouTubers? It's your boy CB, and we are back for my favorite segment on the channel, Huddle Watch Along with a Recruit. On today's episode, for you guys that like smash mouth football, and for you defensive lovers out there, I got a treat for you. One of the most physical athletic linebackers you will find in any class. Four-star linebacker in the 2025 class from Miami Central. Power Five offers from everywhere you could imagine: Georgia, Florida, Florida State, Miami. Plays on one of the toughest defenses you will find in the country. Coming off a huge playoff run last year, and I know he's poised for a big year going into his senior season, but you don't want to hear me tell it. You want to hear it from the superstar himself. So without further ado, four-star linebacker in the 2025 class from Miami Central, Ezekiel Marcelin. How's it going, Brody?
Everything going good. How you doing?
It's going pretty good on my end. Not as good as it's going on your end. Things have been really picking up since the season left off. A lot of
Yeah.
visits, coaches wanting to come see you, everybody wanting a little piece of your time. How's that been trying to manage that?
It's been pretty awesome now that I'm getting to experience all of this, but I'm just taking it's my first time going through all of this, so it's really a good experience for me to go through. So I'm just loving it right now.
So one of those coaches that came and saw you, head coach of Georgia, the man, two-time national champion, Kirby Smart, who we know is all about defense. He's a defensive coach. That's his bag. Him
Yeah.
coming to see you at the school, what was that visit like?
It was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool to have Kirby Smart. I did me and Amari, a couple of other my teammates. We did a workout for him, and it was pretty cool. He was saying that he liked how I move. He liked how my hips move. He said I look pretty athletic doing the drills.
And that's an ultimate compliment coming from somebody like Kirby, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Anybody saying, "Hey, you move good," him saying you move good, it's like, yo. So that defense at Central, bro, it is it's 11 dogs.
Yep.
How are those practices? What's that competitive atmosphere like at Central for them practices?
Um, At Central, we let nobody on our defense slack. So if you slacking, the other 10 people, they gonna get on you. So they gonna tell you you got
Okay.
it, and we gonna just keep working. So like with a defense like that, there's a bunch of dogs everywhere. Everybody fighting to get to the ball. Everybody want a piece of the ball. So it's just great to have a bunch of dogs around me who have the same goal as me, not to win the national championship. So it's just really great to have those guys around me that
And
have the
I
same
feel
goal.
like for y'all is y'all run to the ball because you trying to make a play before your homeboy, because there's so
Yeah.
many it's shavers out there. The defensive line crazy, Blunt, Adarica, D'Angelo. It's everybody out there. So it's like when it's a run play, I know you probably think I got to get there first, because if I don't, whoever else get there first, he got the tackle.
Yeah.
All right, so something I did want to ask you about too, as far as some schools. You've taken a few visits. They see the shirt. They knew this was coming. So you've taken a few visits, gotten to know the staff at Miami. What have some of those visits been like? I know you had one more recently, Junior Day. What was that like?
My last visit at Miami, it was the same as usual. They just make me feel like I'm at home. They make me feel like family. Coach Sabbath, Coach D Nick, Coach Cristobal. We have great talks every time. Me and my family we have great talks with those guys every time we visit Miami. So it's just a really great feeling every time I go visit Miami.
What is that relationship like with the Miami linebacker?
Um, I really love Coach Sabbath and Coach D Nick. I love how they communicate with me every day, check on me every day, ask me if I need anything, and check in with my family.
That it seems like that's their theme with that staff. They're very much relationship driven. It's not always football. It's how you doing as a person. I don't know how they find all the hours in the day to do everything they do, but it
Yeah.
really seems like they're about personal relationships. Nobody better than Cristobal when it comes to that. What's that relationship like with Mario Cristobal?
It's really great. He been recruiting me since my 10th grade year, and he always communicates with me and my family every day. Every time I see him, we have a great conversation. He's just a very happy person, and I love that about him.
I was told from another recruit that when the Central guys are in his office, it's not like a normal visit. Like y'all be turning up and y'all be
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
be having fun. Is that just what he's? I would imagine he's known y'all for so long. He's gotten to know y'all for so long. Is it more like hanging out with a homie when you go
Yeah,
over into his office now?
that's really what it's like. It's just like I'm hanging out with him on a regular day with my friend.
Do you remember your first interaction with him and what that was like?
Um, my first interaction with him was when he first got to Miami. First thing he did was come to Miami Central during our practice, and I talked to him after practice.
Smart man. He was like, let's get this pipeline going. He knew
Yeah,
exactly where to go. I like that though, because he's trying to make sure he keeps the elite talent at the crib. And if
right,
you're gonna do that, that's one of the first steps you need to go ahead and make. You go ahead, you definitely want to get that central pipeline going.
right.
One thing before we get into the film, I love asking this. So at this point, you 4-star EJ. It's not many people who don't know who you are at this point, but there was a time when you weren't. Do you remember your first ever offer?
My first ever offer was from Florida State.
Really? What was that day like? Tell me what that was like.
It was pretty awesome. Our old head coach, Coach Smith, he called me while I was at home, and he was like, Florida State just offered you. But what's so crazy? The next day, I was home again, and he ended up calling me again. He said Miami just offered you. So right after Florida State offered me, Miami
So
offered me.
back to back, just like
Yeah.
that. So your first two offers were not just Power Five offers; they were from two of the big three in
Yeah.
Florida. How long
Yeah.
before Florida came along and was like, "Let's go ahead and drop our name in that bucket too"?
They came later on. My sophomore year. They came later on my sophomore year.
Why were they so late? How you? If the other two, you know what I mean, you gotta get in.
Yeah.
So how I would imagine that bond with both of those staffs, not just Cristobal, but with Norvell and his staff as well, has got to be
Mhm.
strong too. Not just because you a hometown young man, but they
Yeah.
recognize the talent early. Speak to how important that is to have someone that believed in you even before you started believing in yourself.
It's a really great feeling to have the feeling to know that I have people that believe in me and the things that I can do. And my head coach, Coach Juve, he always tell me, good isn't good enough when you got better. So I feel like it's always good to have somebody that believes in you around, including my coach, my linebacker coach, Coach Pierre, Coach P. He always believed in me since my ninth grade year. He threw me on the field as a freshman. Started in
Oof.
the semi playoff game, and then I started in the state game. So it was a really great feeling.
What was that like, bro? Being a freshman and started having your first start in a playoff game. What was that like?
It was really nice. I led the team in tackles. My first starting game, and then I led the state game.
That's why they offered. That's
And then it was really great. I had Wesley Bassett next to me, and it was a really great feeling.
so too. That's another thing. The Miami pipeline, the guys that now play at Miami, so many of them are your former teammates,
Right.
even from this past year. But
hmm
one in particular, Wes Bassane. What are some of the things you learned from being behind a guy like Wes Bassane?
I feel like Wesley taught me a lot coming up as a freshman. He showed me everything that he knew. Uh, he had 4 picks his sophomore year. He showed me how to do that, but I still ain't get my pick yet. But just the fundamentals and the things that I needed to know. He taught me all of that.
I love that because I would imagine that's how the culture becomes so dominant at
Yeah.
Central. It's the next guy up and then the next guy up. So pretty soon that's gonna be your job, bro. It's gonna be your
Yeah.
job. Somebody gonna be like, "Hey, can I get 17?" And you
Yeah. I got
going now you big bro.
Yeah, I got 2 guys like that right now. Adrian Ellis and Karan Mika. They the next ones up.
I love that tradition there that hey, I gotta make sure when I'm gone, you carry on the same legacy I was carried on. Cause at linebacker, we got a standard around here. So if
Right.
you're gonna be after me, you're gonna have to up the standard because you wasn't
Yeah.
coming in thinking, all right, I'm gonna play Wes's spot. You was thinking I need to be better than Wes. So
Yeah.
now they gotta do the exact same thing. And for those
My
of y'all thinking,
my
I ain't
linebacker
seen
coach,
this.
Coach P, always tell me that. Coach P
You
always
mentioned
push me.
him a couple times. Go give him a shout out because the linebacker play at Central crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all fly around, you run to the football, y'all tenacious and athletic. Give a shout
hmm
out to your linebacker coach, bro, because he
Shout
clearly
out.
doing something right out there.
Yeah. Shout out Coach P. He taught me everything I know.
He
Everything.
and for those of y'all thinking, I ain't seen his film. All right, I'm gonna show y'all, boy, bad. And what I love about y'all at Central too, y'all are all versatile. You could do a little bit of everything. Dropping back in coverage, but then now it's time to come up and make a play. For you, someone who doesn't always get to blitz, but you do get to blitz. But
Hmm.
when a quarterback decides he wants to take off, how excited are you? Like, I get to really hit you now?
Yeah, it'd be like, really, you were really gonna try to run on me? Like, well, yeah,
You were safe in the pocket. You came out here.
yeah. Why you trying to come run at me? You was safe right where you was at.
For a big hitter, do you feel like a lot of times people overlook how athletic and how smooth you are?
Yeah, sometimes, but like I feel like I got some things to work on with like how to get more smoother. But I feel like once I get that, like it's on and popping.
What do you feel like is the best aspect of your game?
I would say my downhill tackling. When I'm coming downhill, it ain't no stopping me. So you
Like
might
a
you might as
freight
well
train.
you might as well fall or find another way to avoid me.
Cause it a lot of these tackles, I'm like, bro, these hurt. Like this hurt. He could
Hmm.
lie and say it don't. That
He lay
hurt.
he lay right there for like 5 seconds after that play.
I know he did. It don't need to be on the highlight. I know he did. I would have. Where does that love for the physicality come from? Has that just always been in you?
Yeah, I always like to hit. Once my dad put me in football when I was 4, I just like to hit. Like I never like getting hit, but I like doing the hitting.
For you, was it quick? You was like, hey, I want to play defense. I don't want none of that offensive stuff.
Yeah,
Put me on defense.
yeah. I play. In Optimus, I really play everything. I play O line, D line, running back, a couple of things. But I really made that transition to linebacker my ninth grade year.
What was it about? See, this is that speed I'm talking about that I feel like is underrated.
Hmm.
Like I feel like because downhill you're a monster, people probably don't recognize it. You hawked him down here. That is a very underrated part of your game.
Yeah.
What is it about linebacker that felt so comfortable for you?
I just felt like linebacker fit me so much, like to be like, and I play Mike, which is the quarterback of the defense. So I really felt
Yep.
like that fit me, and I just like coming downhill and hitting people.
It's very, very simple. First of all, I'm a leader. I like being the quarterback. And two, I want to hit somebody. How much is film study go into your it went into the evolution of your game that transitioned you into from speedy athletic linebacker who is probably next up to now one of the top linebackers in the country?
It helped. It has helped my game a lot. Um, every game, every week, I got a new opponent, and I study that opponent very hard. I gotta know all their tendencies. I gotta know everything they do. So when the play come, I make the play. I'm
Like a
ahead of
play
them every
like
time.
this here. You read this key before they snapped this football. There was no hesitation from you. You knew what was coming.
Right.
And in these situations, I know this like a birthday party for you. When you know I'm about to have a free shot on a guy, and
Yeah.
bless his heart, he protected himself.
I seen it in his eyes. He was kind of scared to catch the ball. That's why he dropped it.
Yeah, bro, you coming downhill. First of all, he knew the second he started splitting out, and you start breaking downhill, he probably thought, "Oh, he know what's coming," and now he know he done for.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite? If I could give you a perfect scenario, if I'm like, all right, EJ, you either gonna blow up a screen like this, get a big hit on a run, or a sack on a quarterback. What's more important, or what's more enjoyable for you as a linebacker?
I'll say the sack on the quarterback. I don't really like quarterbacks like that. Um, yeah, I don't really like quarterback. This play right here, I got a sack on the quarterback. I think this was for yeah, it was. I think it was third down. I think it was third down, and I got the stop.
How much do you enjoy being able to do this, being able to blitz, come off the edge a little bit, and wreak some havoc for them quarterbacks?
I love it a lot because I know once I'm blitzing, I know it's in my mind that I'm gonna get the sack, and it just feels good to take down the leader of the offense.
And it's a chess battle all game too. You the quarterback on defense, you know what I'm saying? He's the quarterback on. So it's got to feel good to be like, all right, one in my corner, because you don't always get those opportunities. You got to do so much. You
Right.
run stuff and you gotta cover running backs out the backfield, tight ends. So you don't always have an opportunity to do this. So when you do, I like that you take advantage of it. And it's like, hey, if they send me, I'm getting home. Best believe it. Who are some of the linebackers you like to study and you like to learn from?
Huh?
Who are some of the linebackers you like to study and you like to learn from?
I'll say Denzel Perryman, Fred Warner. Um, yeah, really those two.
Fred Warner, absolute
Fred Warner.
beast. And I see the comparison there with the versatility too. The
I just
ability
love.
like on a play like this.
Mhm. I just love how versatile Fred Warner is and how effective he is in the passing game. So I really just take that and I try to implement it in my game.
That's another thing that's really important about you. You don't have to take you off the field on third down.
Yeah,
Speak to that versatility and the advantages that gives your defensive coordinator, but also makes you more valuable.
yeah. My coach, Coach Pete and Coach Juke always tell me if you can't run at Miami Central at linebacker, you won't play. So I ain't trying to be on no bench.
Is it's just dog eat dog out there, I'm guessing. I mean, when you got a squad like that where the dude behind you like that, you him, he just waiting for a small opportunity to show what he got. Is everyone just that competitive at Central? Like Water Boy, everybody just that competitive?
Everybody,
It's
literally
that's
everybody.
what builds that winning culture, bro. That
Yeah,
from top to bottom. So I would imagine, like, if I went in the locker room tomorrow at Central and pulled out like a checkers board, it would get real in there. Like, ain't
yeah.
no games. Like,
We
your
don't.
face got serious just now.
Yeah, we don't like losing at all. Like this year, I couldn't really that really hurt me this year. So this year I'm trying to come back because I ain't trying to lose again. And this year I'm trying to come back with everything I got, and I got to lead my guys to a national championship.
How much is that fuel? Another successful season by Miami Central standards, no, because for y'all,
Yeah,
y'all want state and y'all want national.
yeah,
How much is that fuel now to tell the guys, look, we almost got there. Now we really know what it takes.
yeah. So everybody know what it feels like to lose now, and I'm pretty sure none of my teammates or even me, I don't. I hate that feeling. So me and my guys, we gonna put in that work and make sure like nothing like that ever happens again.
And you got the squad too.
Yep.
I have to give you a second to shout out some of these guys you play defense with. Because from
Um,
top to bottom, bro, it's a recruiting paradise going to a
yeah.
Miami Central practice.
We got Randy Adarica at D line, Derek Maker, um, Otis Guyton at DN. We have the new D lineman Floyd Bucard that just came from Alabama. I have Karan Mincock at linebacker with me. Adrian Ellis, the new linebacker, the eighth grader Stephen Moore with me. Who else? I got Matthew Raymond, and then I have my DBs, Dewey Davis, Amari Wallace,
Beast. Beast.
Amari Wallace,
Just an
and
absolute squad.
couple of
So
more
for
guys. But
y'all, or for you too as a leader, bro, when you got an incoming eighth grader or a guy that's a sophomore about to start,
yeah,
how do you like to as a leader handle some of those newer guys? Because y'all got a tradition of excellence at Central, and it's important that the new guys understand you got to fall in line.
yeah. So it's really just like they gon' we just I gotta show them the way, show them everything that I was taught coming up. Just show them everything, show them how we work in the weight room, show them that we not supposed to be talking during pregame. Show them how we work when we working. We don't talk things like that, things of that nature. So I just gotta show them how to just take over when I'm gone, so they can know what to do. Just
So
show them
that
everything that I know.
dynasty continues. It's not supposed to start with you. It's your job to take everything they poured onto you,
And
pour it
keep it
onto
going.
somebody else, and be like, look, this is how I did it. And it led to this. It led to this offer, this offer, this offer.
Right,
You handle your business just like I did, you're gonna be in this same position I'm in.
right.
One thing I like to ask before we get out of here, I love to ask every recruit this. When you tired, bro, when it's two a days, your body's sore, maybe a little nagging injury, what's the thing that keeps you moving? What's that why that keeps you motivated on those days when you wake up and you like, oh, my body can't today?
I would just say just the feeling to know that I'm this close to taking care of my family. So it's just like I gotta push through it. If I wanna
I love
make it in
that.
life, I just gotta push through it.
And also give them a shout out too, because I think people forget that this journey for you is everybody. It's the
Yeah,
camps you got to go to, it's practicing, and then it's the private work you do outside of
yeah.
school. That support system is huge. So give them a shout out as well.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to my mom, my dad, my grandma. They always been having my back, pushing me to do everything. Especially my dad and my mom. They never let me quit on anything. So I really appreciate them a lot.
Are they hard on you when it comes to games? Like when you mess up, they hard on you?
Yeah, you can hear them in the screen, in the same screen. Why you made a tackle? Why you made a tackle? But now I learned how to ignore them during the game. So
It's that, but that passion is dope though. That means they care. They
yeah,
clearly care. It's good that you've learned how to. All right, I'll deal with that after the game. I can't,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Second quarter, I can't be listening to this. But I
yeah,
like that passion though. If they was quiet, they not watching. They
yeah.
clearly care.
You're
I
right.
absolutely love that. That support system's huge because, like I said, every coach wants your ear. Everybody want to work out with you. You got to do your own work. You still got school. You got to be at test,
Yeah,
quiz, homework. So it's good having
everything.
that support system on those days when you feeling like, man, it's too much. You know, you got somebody to be like, all right, breathe, bro. We got you. We got your
Right.
back. So I love that, bro. Thank you so much for coming on. When
Thank
your
you.
senior season is over and y'all accomplish those goals, we're gonna have you back on so we can watch that huddle and we can talk
Definitely.
about how we told you he was gonna accomplish them goals. But until then, let them know where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll link those down in the description so they can click it and go straight to your page.
You can follow me on Instagram at underscore Ezekiel Marcelin Jr. underscore. Twitter, capital E, Ezekiel, capital M Marcelin on Twitter. Um, TikTok, Ezekiel Marcelin. All of
And I'm
that.
gonna link all those, and I'm gonna link his huddle so he breaks them down game by game. So next year, if you like, man, I want to see what he's doing game by game. I want to keep up with him. His
Yeah.
huddle will literally have it. So Central, y'all got some people on that schedule next year. It's insane. And I
Yeah.
know people are gonna be like, oh, I want to see when he played them. So he breaks it down so you can see it. If you're thinking, I only want to see when he played big time running backs, you can. That's one of the things I love about your huddle too. It's like, all right, if you feel like this opponent ain't worth it, watch this one. If you feel like that ain't, watch this
Yes.
one. So for those of
Uh-huh.
you, Bama, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Florida, Florida State, Miami, Penn State. Look, if your school has a Power Five program, they are recruiting EJ, I promise you. So you're going to want to make sure you keep up with him. So go over to his Twitter, go over to his Instagram, give him a follow. Because when it's time for him to commit, y'all going to hit me up and ask me, I know. Now you know. Follow him right now. Thank you so much, bro, for coming on. I cannot wait to
Thank
see you light it up your senior year.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for having me.
Like, share, go follow EJ right now. We out.